take it real soon. You know we got what you need, baby, so take it along.
As everybody was that was playing, and it's so many great games. You saw it all, you felt it all, you heard it all. We have a brand new king of cornhole.
Sitting next to me, I am Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO. Branson, Missouri is where center court is set up now for the American Cornhole organization. Final major of season 17. Our final major tournament finds us here in Branson as we work our way back here for the World Championships in July. But boy, I think you've called this the air show.
Absolutely.
For certain.
I'm going to tell you, I've been watching Amber Fretwell warm up, and she's been flying them over like the Blue Angels, man.
There's one right there. You
Yeah.
just got a chance to see that right there, as a matter of fact. And so for those who are maybe the uninitiated, an airmail is that shot that goes up and over. It's the swish, if you will. And I'll tell you what, we saw a few of them there from LT in the previous game in the winner's bracket final. The last down and back is being given to them for their final warm-up tosses. So running out of the higher seed, the blue lane, Amber and Shane Fretwell, Alabama's finest. Ashley and Craig Ervin, two husband and wife teams who have certainly taken the measure of one another over the course of the years and the previous season. So you can tell by the matching purple jerseys that the Ervins are sporting that they certainly have there are plenty of number of championships under their belt, and Amber and Shane do as well. They've decided to go with their Cornhole Solutions Fire jerseys. Those seem to they seem to really serve them well because they do seem to be on fire every time they make it.
Well, like I said,
to center
they
court.
could sport those purple jerseys themselves. We've seen them win a couple already.
Sure they could, absolutely. Absolutely.
I can tickle Shane. He's been coming on strong. He actually took Amber down, I think, for the first time in a long time in a regional the other day. But do you think who the happiest was? She was.
Uh-huh.
This is two couples that love each other and play together and have a good time. And they're good.
And they're good at it.
And they're good.
And it's interesting to see our number 1 and 2 seeds in the co-ed tournament in an elimination quarterfinal.
Yeah.
This is the quarterfinal. So after this, we'll see Jeff and Michelle Massey, another married couple who are here. We'll have an interesting kind of get-to-knowing you period with the two of them against Robert Harper and Velvet Bledsoe, who I do believe popped up on your predictions. All right.
Yeah.
On Tuesday on the taco, the red lane and the blue lane give the signal to go. The blue lane takes the first one with Amber Fretwell, and they are bringing it.
You know, I get tickled at Amber. She says, every time I play on center court, I get nervous.
She said that, yeah,
and she
right.
just throws lights out. You can't tell she's nervous. There's a great bag she threw right there after throwing one almost out of play. Ervins are throwing the Vortex, and I think the character 77s from Cornhole Solutions.
Is that right? Okay.
Is what the Fretwells are throwing. Ah, nice bag right there.
Gets a nice good push there on that bag and just enough to nudge it in because, as you mentioned, these boards a little more tacky than they were yesterday. That's a nice bag on the outside in.
Craig can push this in, grab 4 points, to take the lead, start with. Yeah, nice bag right there, 4-0.
All right, well, you know what? Not unexpected, but it wouldn't surprise me to be 4-4, 6-4, 6-6, 10-6, 10-10.
I always say the elevator, and
Yeah.
And I think this is where the end is going to be interesting with Shane playing against Ashley. We've seen Ashley's nerves get to her a little bit. Before, yeah. Nice bag right there. But Shane is an airmail king, and here comes one right here.
Up and over.
Just
boy.
rimmed out.
Yep. Well, we saw a lot of that
And Ashley goes up.
in the PGA Championship. We saw a lot of balls lip out. Maybe this is the lip out kind of month there. So
There it is.
airmail, absolutely spectacular right over the top. How about that? And then up and
Nice,
over. Oh, and
very
asked and
nice.
answered. Nicely matched by Ashley Ervin. Shane over top again,
yeah.
and there it is. And the air show, as you said, is on. Earlier you were out on center court. We were pitching some bags, and you had a little bit of a Blue Angels kind of round
out there. But Shane, when you get that pile of mess up front and give him an open hole, that's exactly what he wants to do to you right there. And he did it well right then.
And it is becoming less and less uncommon, but to see on center court in a doubles match 4 who have the control of the airmail the way these 4
That's
do.
right. All 4
They
of them
can
are good.
pull it out and use it when they need it. There's a bunch that's destined to fall, I do believe, with just enough oomph behind it. Amber's getting a little direction from Shane on where to hit it on the front side. She'll deliver, and
Perfectly.
it's nicely done. So
That was right where he told her to throw it, too.
he's going to make she's going to make
Craig going up right here.
Craig come up and over, and and he does. Nicely done. You know what? He leaves that one off on the back side of the board there, but all of that, as we talk about that big, what do you call that? The pile of mess for a wash.
And watch this. This may be a block right here by Shane Fretwell. No, he went right in. And that's exactly what he wants. He's going to throw reblock. He didn't get behind it, though.
Yeah, he's going to give her the opportunity to.
Now he can step out and grab
I thought
two
she
right
would
here.
try to take that push, but she's going to go ahead and play. Looks like continued defense. That might have been a little bit of a whoops. Yeah. Cleans up the center
And she's right back down the middle.
for Ashley. Nicely done. Those bags there to the right, obviously out of play, but coming in low and hot. He did try to grab it.
He did.
He tried to set the hook, but he was unable to do so. She should just come in from the left side.
And
No.
that's the bag you do not want right there. And they gave up 3 points.
She knows it. She is back there having a parent-teacher conference with herself. Right out of the chute, that first bag out of Amber's hand. I think
Yeah, it should be 5-4.
scoreboard.
Nice bag there by Amber. Craig with another good bag. It's nice how you see all these co-ed teams that we see. They just rise to the top every time.
And a 6-4, as we pretty much expected to see, and a lot of thought put into every bag thrown by all 4 of these competitors.
You see
to be sure.
You see what's happening, Finn? They're throwing them all in the hole down here, and they're trying to block and shoot down on this end. It's a very interesting matchup to me.
Well, they seem to have paired up perfectly for the games that they are trying to play, whether they be straight down the middle or a little bit of a defensive head game. And oh boy, and that's going to be a little bit of a reverse head game there as the dirty bag is cleared by Amber.
That's a nerve
Ashley,
bag.
Yeah, Ashley dropped one low there, and that'll be removed. And the replacement bag there from Shane.
Oh, this could be a big round for Shane right here, and I'm not.
And I don't know if you heard, that was nicely pushed through there, but Craig told Ashley, slow down.
Yeah.
Just slow down.
That's a good bag, good recovery right there.
He should take this one, and he does. All she can hope to do. I don't think she'll go for that. She's coming to go around now.
She gave up 5 though.
Got a little bit of a nudge on it, but it was just too far out of play down there in the 7 o'clock position. So while she did touch it just enough and move it into position, should she have one more bag, she might have been able to pull that one in. But nevertheless, we're now looking at 11-on-4, our top seed in this elimination bracket quarterfinal. That would be Amber and Shane Fretwell, who you see in their fire jerseys there, Ashley and Craig in their purple champions jerseys. A couple of couples here in the co-ed.
And that's what I do when I try to block. I hit the front of the board, leave it short. Boom,
Oh,
and
how
there
about
it is.
that? And there it is. There's
There
the
show's open on this end now. There it goes.
the Craig Ervin Air Show, which we've seen a number of times on center court.
Like when she looks at him, just smiles, she knows.
Up again. Oh, and in again. How about that? Very, very nicely done. Amber says, all right, well,
there
let's
you go.
Here we go. I'll tell you what, I feel like we're at Top Gun Maverick.
Absolutely.
You
Hey,
know what
they're
I mean?
coming out, and then we're having it right here.
Perfect
Top
timing.
line.
Perfect timing. See who's going to be able to cruise to the victory. Hey, thank you very much.
Go, Finn. Oh, and she got a wash out of that.
Somehow able to pull it out with that low, quote-unquote, blocker bag.
And she right now is the happiest person in the building after that last bag, Craig Ervin.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I know, man.
Glad to have a host of the ACO family and other cornhole fans checking us out. It's always good to know that you're out there watching, and hopefully you love what you're seeing. We love bringing it to you here on Stadium Sports and throughout the ACO Digital Network. Again, don't forget our YouTube channel will be able to curate, another lip out. That's the second one that we've seen that take just that left to right lip out across the top arc of the hole. No, and that's one off the side, but she is able to drop one of her own, is Ashley.
That's a good bag right there by Shane. That bag cut right back in the middle.
It did. It just leaked right in the left side. All right, well, he's got a decision to make now.
What is he laughing at? He's laughing at something. He couldn't get Amber to even smile.
Oh, no, he's going to go ahead and
and she can pick up a point right here if she can get around that bag. Let's see.
Is she going to go up and over? Well, she's going to try to get through him. Oh, well.
And she gave Shane the
return the favor there just a little bit, but
I know the score is 12-4, but this is a great game right here.
Yeah, it really is. And what's interesting, look at the dynamic between the two. I mean, Ashley and Craig, a lot more animated talk back and forth between them. And while Shane seems to be a little bit looser, Amber, you mentioned it. That's the center court jitters a little bit, or maybe it's just focus. I don't know. Maybe it's not nerves. Maybe it's straight focus.
She got that game face on when she got those bags in her hand.
I'll tell you what, when she locks that wrist and fires, she is not messing around at all. And here it comes. She doesn't. There's hardly any opportunity for that previous bag to even finish moving.
Oh,
that's
nice
nicely done there. That's going to be a couple of points.
Yep.
Allowing them to take 12-4 to 12-6. And again, this is the elimination bracket quarterfinal number 1 coming up. Elimination bracket quarterfinal number 2. It'll be Jeff and Michelle Massey from here just up the road, just outside of Springfield, Missouri. Robert Harper and Velvet Bledsoe, Arkansas's finest. We saw Robert earlier today take the seniors championship out from under 870 Scott Mitchell.
Oh, nicely done right there. Nice block.
There's a lot of access, right through there, but
here comes an airmail from Shane, I believe.
That's going to force that airmail. He's got to.
Oh, he made a liar out of me, didn't
he? He went low. He laid one off the back and dropped one of Ashley's. He's still got a bag in hand.
Yeah, this could be a big round for Ashley right here. She can tie this game up if Shane can't get the push here.
He's gonna guide her right through that center. Nicely done. Well done. Thought you might be able to grab that bag there just to the left side, but both of his bags on the backside. And he could get it up there and get that airmail drag if he does, but he's going to go low and try to push.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, so all of the different ways I said that could happen, it happened the other way.
Look, I had no idea that back bag was going to fall down like that.
I did not. I thought it was too back heavy on the top side.
Did too.
But he was able to pull it off, so.
Hey, he could have pulled out the wash. We could have got that bag he was shooting at. He missed it, and then the other one came in.
Yep. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Yeah. You find it interesting that Craig is trying to throw blocks against Amber now.
That was not the case just a couple of rounds ago. Up and over, and then he drops one and leaves one, and there was really no reason not to expect both of those to go. This should be cleaned up nicely. The hole should be empty and ready for business here in a moment. No?
Yeah, I think that bag that Craig's got in the back is sitting on the slick side. It should fall back.
Yeah.
No. Let's see if he goes for it.
Going to force the issue.
No, he's just going to try to push it. There it goes.
No, and it does. Just enough of a nudge. So Amber says, all right, well, let's just go ahead and clean this up, and you guys bring it back this way. What you hear in the background is there is continued competition going on throughout the Coed Division. Now, tomorrow here on center court, we will be having some of our finest singles matches. We will work our way into as many doubles matches as we think we can pull off here on Stadium, and so it'll just be another great night of professional cornhole here from Branson, Missouri. Again, looking forward to being back here for the World Championships for Season 17. the final week of July. And if you're anywhere around the area, Branson's centrally located, lots to do. Make a vacation week out of it. Put a couple of days on the front, put a couple of days on the back. Lots to get to, lots to do. You're not that far from all sorts of different things. That's Silver City Amusement Park, the biggest in the country, I do believe. And we got lots of things down here that we've had a lot of fun doing. Our buddy, one of our CEOs, Rick Porter, has Tommy Hawks. He's got the axe throwing place here, and he's always welcome to serve you a nice cold one. Come in and play cornhole and throw some axes. It's a lot of fun. And one of a squillion, that's an official number, Phil.
Yeah,
a squillion things that you can do here in Branson. Old school Branson, new school Branson, whatever you want to do, it's here for you.
There's a lot to do, and I figured when the world starts, we're going to find us something to do.
Oh, absolutely. There's no question. Top of the Rock is a great place to stop and check out. Johnny Morris from Bass Pro Shop has created maybe one of the most spectacular, oh boy, just stacked up enough with no blood whatsoever. But he has created an outdoorsman's paradise at this Top of the Rock. And if you have an opportunity to come to Branson, spend an afternoon. It is worth the 3-4 hours. Have a little lunch up there just to look out and see what the world looks like from the Top of the Rock.
I need to do that.
It's really something. I have. It's breathtaking. It really is.
Nice bag.
Poe and Kay and Tyler and a handful of others joining us. We're thrilled to have you on.
And a big crowd here on center court, too.
Center court, exactly right. We've got them gathered around from east to west. And this game has really taken on a different pace. It was a little more rapid fire at first, but now you're right. These guys coming left to right now. Amber and Craig playing a little more strategy.
She hit that perfect.
That's a laundry basket. It looks like the physics is not going to allow, so it's going to cost them just a point or two there. You're going to grab a couple on that one, but yeah, it's amazing to me. We've talked about this before, that the construction of these bags, the fill on the pellet, all sorts of different things that will allow these things to lock up. And when even to the player standing over it, looking at it, thinking it should fall, it's just going to connect, and it's not going to go. Nice up and over there.
There you go, Ashley.
Boy, Ashley's not messing around either. Look at that. Look at her face. She is focused, and she is moving quickly.
And she moved quickly earlier. Craig told her to slow down, but she's like in a groove right now.
She's found that speed that she's comfortable with, and she's going to go ahead and finish here.
There it is.
And she does. Nicely done. 4 baggers by both.
Absolutely.
And we move on.
Down the 8-bag freeway right there, buddy.
Right. Gets a little of her go-go juice there, and
oops, there's one that might be out of play.
Takes a refill, yeah.
You know, it's only 15 days. I expect to see a late lead change in this thing the way we do.
Amber and Shane, 15, number 1 seed over Ashley and Craig, the number 2 seed.
How about number 1 and 2 seed playing to see who can move on right here.
Out of the elimination bracket.
Alabama versus Missouri is what this is. Good finish by Amber right there. Hopefully only give up 2.
She does.
Yep.
I think that was nice of Craig's bag to run over there, give it a little kiss, and then go home.
He used that bag for his bag.
Yes, he did.
And Ashley boy's got in a groove here.
She is, as they say, dialed in, or as we say, dialed in.
Yeah. Shane following suit. They've thrown some really good bags the last couple rounds.
We've got folks watching from all around the country. I see some of our Cincinnati folks. The Sadowskis have checked in, so they're eyeballing what's going on here on center court in our co-ed division. The number 1 and number 2 seeded co-ed teams coming out of the losers bracket. They will take on the winners in our winners bracket final. That'll be Martina Belt and Zachary Rush, who just dispatched Gavin Kirk and LaTanya Wilson prior to this particular match. That was a mistake. She knew it.
And this could
as
be
soon
4.
as she threw it.
Shane picks up 4, putting them on that 19-10.
There it is. There it is. How long will they sit on 19? And I really thought we were going to see 19, 13 to 12, 15 to 14, so 18 to 17. But neither of these teams really find themselves giving up a lot of 6s, 7s, or 8s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
It's a dogfight, a point at a time.
Nice bag right there. Put her bag back in play.
Really nice, yeah, taking that in from the left side.
Craig with that big push, he is really good at that push shot.
She's going to have to come up and lay low, and that's exactly what she wanted to do. Now he's really got to put some arse behind it, or he's going to have to go up and over the top, which we know he can do, and
Yes,
it's probably
sir.
what he will do, up and over. Oh, whoa! And he gets a couple to go, but leaves his.
He does. He leaves his bag out of play. If Amber can get this push right here, she could end the game and eliminate Ashley and Craig.
Asking slick side. He's basically saying whatever you feel comfortable with. She comes in. There it is. How about that?
You got to imagine. What a shot.
What a great shot. And there's nothing else
Yes.
they can do. But congratulations, Ashley and Craig put up an amazing fight. The number 2 seed, but they fall to Amber and Shane Fretwell, Alabama's finest. They will move on. We'll see if we can get a moment. It doesn't look like it. It looks like they're going to go ahead and move on to continuing to warm up. And that was very, very well played. So congratulations to Amber and Shane Fretwell in those fire red and orange jerseys from Cornhole Solutions. You will see them back here on center court as we prep for our elimination bracket quarterfinal number 2. All right, very good. It's good. I'm glad to have an opportunity to talk to them because we're going to find out a little bit about which we've heard before. We've talked about those center court nerves. Amber specifically talked about those center court nerves, and you know what? It looked like for a split second you were super focused in there, and one of you was much more animated than the other, which is typically the case on center court. But there toward the end, I think you just said, "I've had enough of this. Let's finish it."
Yeah, I was just trying to put them in the hole and just trying to keep my nerves down and just not think about it and just throw it.
Now let me ask you this, because we talked about it, and Phil and you all have talked about this a number of times. How are, knowing you're as good, both of you, as good as you are at every aspect of the game, from air mails to whatever, whenever you need to pull a shot out, you pull that shot out. How are you still nervous, knowing you can do that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
She stays nervous.
Yeah.
Is it being married to you? Is that what it is?
Probably.
Keeps her on her toes?
Probably.
But you were doing a lot of coaching. There was a lot of talking. You did most of the talking, and I heard at the very end she said, "Slick side down." You said whatever is most comfortable for you.
Yeah.
So what did you throw there to push that in?
I threw slick side.
You did.
I normally try to stay sticky and just throw it harder, but I didn't want to clog up the hole. I wanted it to go in. I actually thought we was 18, not 19, so I didn't even know we won it until Craig told me good game.
That was definitely a great shot. And Shane, it looked like you were trying to get into a block and shoot game down here at the end, and then all of a sudden you just quit doing it.
Well, my air mails was barely off, so I had to do something different.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, it was interesting the way the strategy played out, because it was a lot faster pace coming, and we even at one point we saw Craig tell Ashley to slow down, but then at the end she sped back up, and I think that served her well. But I think ultimately when it came down to it, you're the number 1 seed for a reason. You ended up working your way back through the bracket. It's going to be fun to watch you in the semifinals. We appreciate your time.
We're going to try to make it back there and get the double dip.
All right, let's see if
Good
we
luck.
can't get that done. Nicely done, Cornhole Solutions, and fire across their chest. They are ready to get back out and perform on center court again. Congratulations, Amber and Shane Fretwell, our number 1
Thank
seeds, working their way back. Congratulations. Nicely
you.
done.
ACO, we are Cornhole.